Hi, my name is Linda Gray. It's really hard. My mom died of cancer because she didn't have health insurance. I made that. Then my dad died like mowing a lawn and shit like that. So I'm trying to take everything into consideration about exactly what it's doing. So it just sucks. I kind of wish they could have been around a little bit better for me, but I raised myself by myself. Well, I'm a little bit worried. Though it's a weird, then I wouldn't be weird. So I miss my dad. He would have been 62 yesterday. My mom's December 17th. So they died 6 months apart. And my dad laughed about it like, ha 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 ha. Just like, this shit just fucking happened. Like, seriously. But anyways, about everything. I can be positive exactly what I'm going through. I think, it's beautiful lights over here. Beautiful things here talking and stuff. I think it's really awesome. What do you think? The green lights and stuff like that. What do you think, my friend? I'm way down my contacts, so I'm so sorry my glasses are like that. But, I don't know. Just, I don't know. Shut on. Alright.
I think it's sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah. Losses.
I didn't know when I end the story about my mom, my dad, and the cat dying on my shit, and my other friends.
But your grandma's story's happy.
Yeah, my grandma's story is really happy. The RV trip and everything. She's pretty cool. She became a nurse when she was 38, my age. So, life was not too short. She became a nurse. She went to Texas Women's University. So she became a nurse. My grandma was the most badass nurse. So she took her test. She had to recertify it last year, and she passed it. So she sent me the stuff on my phone about stuff. But she knew she could do it. But she kind of felt a little bit iffy about it. She just needed somebody to know how to do it. Look, I love my grandma, Caroline Gray. She's a beautiful RV trip, Puerto Rico trip, everything in life. I love my grandma. I love her.
Grandmas are great. My grandma survived the Depression. So did my grandpa. My grandfather, when he was a boy, right before the Dust Bowl in the Great Depression, he had an uncle that was a drunk that would come home, and he would tell us a story that it affected him because everybody in the town and even the family saw him as this real pitiful kind of character. Like they looked down on him. I wouldn't want to say the word bum, but back then, it was ow, shoot. I don't know.
I was messing with you.
Yeah, I know you were messing with me, but I was trying to tell a story that they looked. Well, he would say horrible things about his uncle. He would come home stumbling drunk, and it was a pretty big thing. Like in the Depression and stuff, people died of that stuff. In that era, like right before the Dust Bowl, people didn't make it through that. Not everybody made it through the Great Depression. So back then, just getting a glass of milk was a pretty big deal.
Oh, of course.
And anyone that took the presidents to drink during a time when people were scavenging for food was looked down upon in a very, very bad way. So when you'd hear it in his voice, talking about that, it affected you. But, I mean, it's weird because he did judge a lot of people. And you're not really... You can use discretion, but you're not really supposed to judge anyone. Because, you become judgmental. And then you can't see straight when you're judgmental. But it's interesting that he talked about that. But what were you were saying something. You were saying something about your grandma. What were you saying about your grandma?
I don't remember.
You said something like your grandma had an RV.
Yes.
So what about that?
She has her RV.
What about her RV?
That's her RV.
Nothing about her RV? What do you like about your grandma?
Happy sports. No.